She's just like, I do promotions all the time, usually down here in Columbia. I have a gym, you have a gym. We both kind of got the same idea. This is not good that these people are being victimized and hurt. I would like to see this more fair. So they work together, and they've created it's called Midwest Fight League. Rob has the money, Jason has the contacts, and we run promotions all the way from the Iowa border down to the southern part of the state now. And Jason is the matchmaker.
Okay.
Because he's really good. He's been doing martial arts for a very long time. Many varieties. He's been to a lot of events. He just represented the United States in the world's mixed martial arts championships during UFC Fight Week in July.
Okay.
He's ranked number 8 in the world for amateur MMA as a heavyweight, even though he lost. He still put on a good show. Yeah, it was a great thing because that's his passion. He's very, he doesn't, anybody on the street tries to just come up and like start a fight with him, he'll just put him to sleep. You know, he'll never throw a punch, he'll never get rattled. He used to, but now that he knows, now that he knows himself very well, people have done it too. Like, you're a big guy, let's go. And he, you know, or one of his gym members to team members will get out of control at a bar, and he just is like, man, we'll grab him by the shoulder, hug him, they go to sleep, and he carries them where they need to be. You know, so, and this guy that was getting his cousin's cousin, he mentored him. He refined his skills and got him going. And he actually married
I
a
think
lady.
your husband is a therapist in his own way. He's a therapist in his own way.
He is.
Yeah.
He is, very much so. But now, Richard, where is, okay, Richard's not posting, but I'll show you. This is Jason's cousin's cousin, who just 2 years ago was getting hurt all the time.
Does he have an Italian background? Because I was interested by when I saw Simbo. You know? No? Okay. No.
I'll show you a picture of Richard. People, come on. My phone is very slow.
Oh. Mine is a so-called 4G, but anyway.
Here's a picture I took.
Oh.
So there's Richard.
Okay.
Where is? And this is our event. This is our 4th event up in northern Missouri. This is the one we run.
Oh, you are on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What name do you use?
Angel Symbol.
Okay. Do you want to be friends with me? Yeah, I would love to.
I don't post. I'm trying to find. There we go. This is a terrible picture. Okay, so this is the guy that dated his sister and then beat her up.
Ooh.
Okay, so and then look at all these belts on this man.
Wow. You know, this is a word I'm not really familiar with, but I would love to get more information about that. Yeah.
No, the mixed MMA, the amateur MMA.
Yeah.
It's a different world.
Yeah.
I call it drama MMA because there's so much just drama.
Is that it?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. Yeah. So I send you the request whenever you have a chance, so you can answer me.
In fact, there's a commercial on TV about this going on.
Okay.
Some of the people, Will is in there. There's people in there. See, I personally don't understand the appeal of punching another human in the face.
But you know, for some people, it makes them feel good. So
It's how they find balance, I guess.
That's the girl who was calling me 20 times.
She's pretty.
Yeah, she is. Can you believe she never got married? Although she's so pretty, I don't understand why.
Because she's high energy?
I have no idea. I have no idea. So, anyway. Yeah, but it's really interesting though. But do you have any children with your current husband? Do you have any children with your current husband?
Well, the youngest is his. He
okay.
adopted her. He's been there since she's a tiny baby.
So what do you mean she adopted her? So this is a child you adopted, and they decided to adopt as well.
My child.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay, and he decided to be his parent on the birth certificate.
yes,
Okay,
because
I understand.
yes, I was taken advantage of during a my divorce, my post-divorce celebration. I was
Oh, I'm so
separated for a
sorry.
while,
Oh.
and
So you became pregnant.
and I got drunk,
Ouch.
and I kind of became slightly aware of him being on top of me, shoved him off, kicked him out of my house. I was under the impression that he was 23 and that he was single, and I was just like,
So basically, he took advantage of you when
yes.
you were drunk.
And then
That's not
the
something
following
to do.
day, I confronted him about it, and he just like got upset and ran away.
Yeah.
And then his friend came to me and says, "Why are you
Yeah.
being so mean to him?" I'm like, "What do you mean mean? You know what he did?" He's just like, "Oh, I don't think he'd do that. He's a sweet
You
kid."
didn't report him?
Huh?
You didn't report him? Because basically that's rape.
Yeah.
You didn't report that?
No.
No?
No, not where I lived. Women are not human out in that town. I was abused by my spouse, and when people would call the police on behalf of me, they would do nothing but laugh at me, tell him
What
good
town is
job.
that?
New Hampton, Missouri.
Oh, I thought it was back in Utah.
No, Utah's much more liberal.
So are you saying that there are places in Missouri where they treat people like, in the,
Yes.
in
You
Africa?
can totally
or,
get away with beating the hell out of your wife.
because
and
what you're
nothing-
telling me is things that we've been fighting, for women in Africa, India, and stuff like that.
Exactly.
In the United States
In
of
the
America.
America. There is only one shelter in that whole entire area, and it's for men.
Honestly, I'm shocked.
It's for men. There are no women's shelters at all. If they need a women's shelter, they got to go out of town because
So
they don't
that's
want them
where
in.
you grew up?
No, I moved there in 2003 because I got a house for $2,000.
Okay. And you were living there with your husband at the time?
Yes, yes.
And of course, it took advantage of you there because it was so easy for him to do that.
It took him about 3 or 4 years to figure out he could get away with it, and of course I threw punches back. But then I went to court for abuse. I got charges filed against me.
Oh, of course, because they're going to defend him.
Yes.
In French, we say salaud when we talk about,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I came out
Because
of it
my
a better
mom-
person.
My mom was in that same kind of limbo with my so-called dad as well. So I witnessed it, and she was the one. Maybe that's why, not to.
I thought about it.
That's why maybe Flora and I, we got that connection because our paths are a little similar, But this is so hard things that women have to go through, whether you live in the United States. Because my mom was living in Haiti, but I never understood how a woman who was so well educated, because she was school here. She went to the university here, and she had a 4-year degree back home at that time. And she stayed with that man.
Yeah, and it's just
I
it's
never
maddening, isn't it?
Yeah, I never understood that.
And I stood by my man also. He never punched me.
Oh, my father did.
Yeah, he never
did.
laid hands.
He
It
gave
was
my,
all
he
verbal.
took his belt and tung my mom here, and blood came out. And thank God we were friends with a doctor. He came and stitched her at home. I remember that. That's my dad.
See, and that's where I believe.
And he thought he could get away with it because he's a lawyer. Okay?
See, I believe.
And
if
when
he
she
hit
went to
me-
court, he got custody of me and my sister.
Of course.
So
Yeah,
I get
I
what you're
believe if he hit
saying.
me-
I get it.
If he hit me, then that was it, because then that's abuse.
Yeah.
But I didn't know him telling me I was worthless, that I was a loser, that I'd be better off dead. That's not abuse.
But it's
I-
emotional abuse.
Yeah, I didn't.
You
That's not
didn't
abuse.
understand that.
Taking away the money, taking away my cars, going to my work and, accusing me of cheating him on him all the time.
So he was playing mind games with you on top of it.
Always. He was paranoid. He would go through his phases, and I always have to
But
just.
thank God for you, you came out stronger.
Yeah, it was because I went from my mother, who was very abusive, controlling, and using, narcissistic, borderline personality disorder, just chaos. And you marry what you know. You know, and then I think when him and my mother became so close and they worked together to tear me down, I just kind of stepped back and went,
Something.
This sucks.
That sucks, yeah.
this sucks. So I went and got my own house. Away
Good
from
for
them.
you. Good
Oh,
for
no,
you.
that was a bad idea.
Really?
People that entirely controlling, when you have the only network for social support that you have is them.
Oh, I see.
That's all you have. They
Okay.
isolate you.
Okay.
Now, it's a good thing I don't get all emotional, but that's when I learned how terrible the law system was for victims of abuse. I had this little house, and he and my mother and her neighbor and my spouse's girlfriend and her friend and his cousin's kid, be his first cousin, they would take turns harassing me, throwing things through my windows, calling me all hours of the night. I have to leave my phone off the hook or unplug it. Had to get rid of my cell phone. Got me in trouble at work. I got fired. I couldn't get a job anywhere else for the longest time, so I was really struggling to pay rent. Would go take my mail out of my post office box, convince the post office they were getting my mail for me, have my utilities transferred out of, into other houses. It just, if they know your name and social security number, to this day, they torment me. That's what they do. It's just my ex. Every year, in the spring and in the fall, either my mother or my ex-husband try to establish services or contracts in my name with my information. So I have to file up to 3, no less than 1, but up to 3 police reports a year about stolen identity. The Social Security office is actually finally taken into serious consideration changing my Social Security number. It's that bad.
Wow.
Because it's nonstop,
It's nonstop.
I can't, I have a little secured credit card and it's the only, I can't get anything else. I can't get a cell phone contract. When I moved to Kansas City, I went to establish utility services and there were enormous bills in my name. I was like, how? So no. So, and I've spent a week solid just calling every possible service and telling them, lock my identity. Lock it. I will
But this
not
is
be.
sad you have to do that because of so-called family members,
That's
But if it's a stranger, at
that's
least
my
you can
reality.
understand.
That's my reality. Well, family would be more likely to do it because they feel like they're entitled to do that because you owe them something for some reason. My ex-husband tries to, because he's terrible with money, he's terrible with finances, he can't plan because he's got that cycle. He's married to a severe alcoholic. He left me for her, his best friend's wife, which his best friend was more than happy to get rid of her. I was kind of more than
So
happy
he's
to get rid
still
of him
feeding
too.
those bad habits with that lady.
Yeah, and she's too drunk to care, so it
Yeah,
works.
and then
It works
now
for
he
them.
wants you to pay for whatever bad
Right.
decisions
She
he's
wants this
making.
nice big pretty house. There's no way in hell he's gonna get this house. So what does he do? He knows that I'm financially responsible and I'm working on improving my credit. So he tries to get houses financed in my
course.
name. And he gives my information to other people. Like her mom tried to get a house
So he's
financed
feeding
in my
off
name.
you,
Mhm.
the sallow. Come on.
And when and I don't confront him about it because I know better than that. Like people were like, why don't you get child support from him? I said, because no amount of money is worth the grief that I wouldn't receive from trying to get $1 from that man. He recently.
And can you hold a job long enough to pay child support?
Yeah, actually, he makes really good money.
Oh, but he just spends it.
Yeah, he lives
Holy.
with his dead mother's ex-husband. He lives with him
Okay.
because he can't support himself, even though he makes incredibly good money.
Right,
All right,
yeah.
I've got an evening tonight.
I was glad talking
You take
to
it.
you.
We
Take
talk
care
too much. We need to do it more often.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Oh, they're telling us it's almost time to go. Yeah, they're going to close at 6. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy your evening. Bye.